Hello, hello, hello. This is Miss B will be more bouillon, turning dreams into destinations, one face, one body, and one hard time at a time. Hello, everybody. I miss you all so much that I decided it is time for me to give back to the community. So, what I'm going to do for you guys today, we're going to talk about food addiction. I started this book that is talking about the weight loss surgery, and I am neither here or there with that. Of course, I've considered it. I just can't afford it. But the point and the moral is that we have to be mindful of our behaviors with food and our thoughts around it. So, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to read four little daily readers. They should be pretty fairly short. And I would love for you guys to comment on below which one you like. One, two, three, four, or five means all of them. So today's reading, the first one is coming from For Today. This is an OA book. That's why you see the little O up there. For Today. And the daily meditation goes as such for June 19th. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. And that's by James Baldwin. So the reading from Overeaters Anonymous here in the For Today goes as such. There is a reason for each one of those 12 steps. I cannot pick and choose the ones I want to take and skip the rest. The thought of doing steps 4, 5, and 9 have made many a brave soul quake, and I am no different. But my longing to change my life is stronger than my fear. Go ahead on. Like other oppressed people, I must gather the courage to face the forces that oppress me. Okay, like childhood pain, old ways of thinking and responding learned long ago. We got to cut them old habits out that we learned from childhood that's not working for us today. We got to cut that stuff off. Taking these steps is an ongoing process, revealing new truths each time around. It is an interesting search and a rewarding way to live. For today, all the promises of recovery can be mine if I want them. This program shows me what to do. So, recovery is not for those people who need it, as you can see. It's for those who want it. So, an example of wanting the recovery is to plan your meals out the night before and write it down. And before you write it down, make sure you have everything in the house so that you don't have to worry about it. Because I don't know about you, but I would run out at the last minute at something closed at 12 o'clock while I'm leaving my house at 11:45 trying to catch the store. I promise you, I was not going to get some lettuce and some vegetable to put on my salad, honey. I was going in that store to get some carbohydrates, okay? And I'll tell you right now, it wasn't pretty what happened next. So doing the steps makes us accountable. It makes us be aware because we can notice something but not taking action. Just. So anyway, that's the first one. Y'all let me know how y'all like number 1. All right, in the next reading, I'm going by the size of the book. The Voices of Recovery. Now, this was one of my favorites. I remember from OA as well, a daily reader. The Voices of Recovery. Well, I don't know why I like this so much better, but y'all tell me what y'all like about book number 2, the blue book, Voices of Recovery. June 19th. I look at my past in order to understand myself and in order to let the past go. Ooh, that's for today, page 235, which is what I just read. It says, as a compulsive overeater, I tend to be all or nothing kind of person. I have found it best to simplify my life, eliminating as much chatter as possible. My life is a constant recycling process. However, in the case of a relationship and past experience, it's impossible to erase or ignore those feelings and memories. Lord have mercy. I also tend to want to run or go for the quick fix. By practicing the spiritual principles of the program and utilizing the tools of recovery, I confront my demons and work through my greatest fears. The process of uncovering, discovering, and discarding is an ongoing adventure. Detaching myself from what I believe happened, Lord have mercy, accepting what is true, and staying in the present moment serve to remind me that only this moment matters. Experience is what happens to me, but what matters most is what I do with the experience. Now, come on, y'all. Tell me that ain't just say what I just said. And it really does well as a complimentary to the first reading. These are the parts that I underlined back in 2008. Lord, have mercy. Ooh, it's been 14 years since I read this, so of course it feels like I never read it. It's impossible to erase or ignore those feelings and memories. It's impossible to erase or ignore. Another thing I outlined is I also tend to want to run or go for the quick fix. Y'all, the quick fix is not, we already know. You get what you pay for, okay? Now, I confront my demons and work through my greatest fears. Yep, I like that. Another thing I underlined back then, detaching myself from what I believe happened. Lord have mercy, what you believe happened. Accepting what is true and staying in the present moment serves to remind me that only this moment matters. Lord have mercy. Experience is what happens to me, but what matters most is what I do with the experience. So that goes to say that if you are a compulsive overeater or a food addict and somebody straight up piss you off, you know what I'm saying? We cannot go to that table. I don't care what it is. This is the part where you change that behavior. You might want to take a rest, evaluate what's really happening, what you perceived and what really happened. Then you want to set an intention. Then you want to take action. Y'all going to hear me say that a lot as I am studying a certain therapeutic technique to help us all. Lord have mercy. Rest means to rest, evaluate, set an intention, and take action. I feel that today I'm taking action with you all by reading these daily readers, because it would be very easy to read them by myself. But y'all, I want a little interaction going on in here. So that was book number 2 that I just read, Voices of Recovery, the daily reader. Y'all let me know how y'all like number 2. Now number 3, I really haven't read this in a long time. This right here, The Inner Harvest. Now this right now, I'm telling my age now. When I first started coming to 12-step meetings for food, we read out of The Inner Harvest because Food Addicts Anonymous had not made their book yet at the time. Okay, it had not come out yet. So now that it's out, we don't read The Inner Harvest anymore. But I still enjoy The Inner Harvest. I still have a lot of pages in here. Oh, Lord. Talking about pages. I'm about to rip my pages out the darn book. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. Got to get those taped back in here. And they weren't even the right page for the day. Lord, help us, Lord. Help us all. June 19th. I got the thing in the wrong spot. June 19th. This is book 3. We need goals, but isn't the journey more important than the destination? Lord, when you is trying to lose this weight, you're going to be in the journey a whole lot longer than you're going to be in the destination. Well, no, take that back. Because your journey should be about 2 to 3 years, depending on how much you're trying to lose. And then you should be spending the rest of your life at the destination. So the journey seems hard because you're no longer using your old coping skills, which was to go to the table. So you feel things more intently, but that does not mean that you have to give in. You know, if someone took the life of a loved one close to me, it's going to hurt real bad. But that doesn't mean I go take my life too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling that pain and I can't do nothing about the person that left my life because someone hurt them, you know, took them out of here. But there's a way to cope with it. So let's go on with June 19th and the rest of the reading. So what I just read was we need goals, but isn't the journey more important than the destination? And the reading goes, if we're too focused on where we're going, on the outcome of our effort and activity, we may miss the abundance life holds for us along the way. The cycle of life renews itself. We get up every morning and meet a day fresh with opportunities. We set goals and make plans, but when we turn our will and our lives over to the God of our understanding, Lord have mercy, we prepare ourselves to welcome the unexpected. Woo! The creative and the serendipitous. What? The serendipitous. I don't know, y'all. Okay, so our ultimate destination is hidden in the future. What we see, what we can see clearly is today's path. Let me stop this now. Get serious. Let's give today's experience our full attention, y'all. Let's keep our mind and bodies in the best possible condition for the journey. Careful execution of the steps along the way ensures that we will be pleased with the destination. Today is important. Yes, it is. I will pay attention carefully to the details of my journey and prepare myself to travel in the best possible condition. I really like that. The best possible condition for me today is the right one, and it's the same for you all. It says we set goals and make plans, but when we turn our wills and lives over to the Lord, to God, we prepare for the unexpected. We have to stay prepared for the unexpected because we cannot control anything. Now, when it comes to health and fitness, we can control what goes in our mouth, and we can control whether we exercise or not. But that's pretty much all, We just have to don't give in no matter what. And when I say give in, I don't even want to make it seem that way. We really have to remove the option to eat in the first place. And that goes back into what you believe. You have to believe you can do it. Even if you don't, doing the action, whether you believe it or not, the action, if I step off a cliff, whether I believe I'm going to hit the ground or not, you're going down. But we can do something about this food now. We can do something about our health and fitness. Y'all, I did 30 minutes today. Lord have mercy. If y'all could see me walking right now, you would see me walking like a penguin. I did 20 minutes on the elliptical. I did a 3-minute break, and I finished that last 10 because I was determined to do something physical. But y'all remember now, exercise is 80% of your weight loss, but it has a whole lot to do with mindset. And that is so important. If you want long-lasting recovery, that mind got to change. You got to get your mind right. Like Sharon said, get your mind right. All right, y'all, let's get back on topic. That workout was what I would consider gruesome, but it's done, and I've eaten, and I feel better, and I'm going to do it again tomorrow. The last and final book is FAA. This is the Food for the Soul. So Food Addicts Anonymous is my primary meeting. They got free meetings on the phone and online every day. Today is Father's Day. They're having a marathon all day long to 12 o'clock. They're having meetings back to back. And so this is what we read this morning, Quitting the Debating Society. This is from Food Addicts Anonymous. And it says, some with experience in recovery have pointed out that an overriding reason for finding a power greater than ourselves is to introduce us to humility, to help us understand that we are not the ultimate authority. Amen. That comes from Food Addicts Anonymous, some thoughts on spirituality. And the reading goes, before finding FAA, many of us found recovery from other substances and other 12-step programs, but we were not willing to surrender addictive foods as readily. When we got an FAA sponsor, we found ourselves holding on to our own opinions about food. We may have argued for certain healthy food as part of our breakfast. When told that these foods were not on the food plan, we may have felt self-will rearing its ugly head. After all, we were unique. We often have to remind ourselves that our best thinking got us here. We look at the miserable pit we had dug for ourselves and decided to quit the debating society. We become willing to do what we are told. We are no longer the ultimate authority. Y'all, I'm getting through this reading. I'm not going to stop this recording because I ain't talked to y'all in a while. I want to give y'all some good stuff. So let's go forward. Recovery works through the 12-step process. When we are honest and when we surrender our will, we trust that our higher power will do for us what we were never able to do for ourselves. So for today, it reads, I surrender to the process of recovery in order to live life to the fullest. Y'all arguing about what to have, we got to stop it now. We got to quit the debating society. Now, we all know healthy from unhealthy, and we all know portion sizes. And if you don't know a portion size, y'all holler at me. I'll inbox you some information and some material to help you get yourself rolling. By the way, when y'all is working out, y'all hit me up. I got this cream that I use, and it helps me, them aching knees. I wish I could get a knee massage. Y'all ever heard of a knee massage? Cause I ain't never heard of it, but it needs to be invented. I need one of them. Whew. I worked out today for my heart health, and I needed those endorphins because I be depressed sometimes. It really was not for weight loss today. My weight loss is going to come from me eating healthy like I'm supposed to at the appropriate times. So anyway, you guys, I hope that one of these readings, this is number 4, y'all let me know which one y'all like the best. I'm just curious. I think it's going to be, I still like Voices of Recovery, man. I think that's still my favorite, but I love them all. But y'all, I want to hear y'all opinion, and y'all leave me a video sometime. Y'all know I be driving that truck, so reading comments is kind of difficult, but I sure try to get back to you all. So y'all drop me a comment or a video, 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you like them all, number 5, hit number 5. That let me know you like all the readings, and give me a 6 if y'all want to hear this again. Y'all want to hear some more stories about me turning into a penguin when I get through with that workout. So you guys have a wonderful day. Everybody do the best you can with your food today. I know it's Father's Day, but everybody do your best, okay? Get your exercise in if you can. Break it up to 10 minutes 3 times a day. I walked to the mailbox one day, and all that preaching I've been saying to the mailbox, I was pretty ready to get on in there, sit down, and it's over with. But I did get it done. So for me to walk to my mailbox, it would take for me to do it about 5 times to get 30 minutes in. So ain't that wrong me doing twice in the morning, twice in the evening, twice at dinner. And I done got my 30 minutes in just walking to the mailbox. I ain't got to leave my yard.